Hey everyone, it's Jordan, and today I'm be doing the Howling Extravaganza book tag. So I saw this tag from Bookables like a couple of years ago. I'll link her video down below. I tried to find the original tag, but somehow it became unavailable, but I'll link her video down below so you guys can check it out where all the questions are, etc. And I've been wanting to do another Halloween themed book tag. Well, I haven't done it one this month, but I thought I would do this one just because it sounded really cool. But yeah, let's get to the tag. So the first question is which a book that enchanted you? And the book that I can think of is the one that I've read recently, which is The X-Hex by Aaron Sterling. I just thought it was really cute. It gave a lot of Sabrina the Teenage Witch vibes. So yeah, this book has enchanted me. So the next question is Vampire a book with a vampiric, I think that's how it's pronounced, themes or characters? And other than Twilight over here, I know a character that's a vampire, which is a Matthew, or is that his name? Matthew. I think it's his, yeah, Matthew. And the Discovery of the Witches series. I think that's what the no, it's All Souls trilogy. So yeah, he's a vampire in this, and he's one other character that I can think of that is a vampire. So next question is Frankenstein's Monster, a book that with a misunderstood character. And I'm trying to think, because I'm trying to remember what books that have a misunderstood character in it. I can't remember on top of my head. So yeah, I don't have an answer to this one because I can't think of any on top of my head. And the next question is Devil, a book that was fire? And I don't know why, all I could think of is a book that I was excited about, like, oh, I was raging, like, excitement. And the book that I picked for this is Foul Lady Fortune by Chloe Gong, because this was my most anticipated books from last year and I didn't get to it until this year. So yeah, I was really excited about it, and I'm happy that I really enjoy it, and hopefully I'll get to the sequel as soon as possible if I can get to it, but I'm going to try my best I can to get to the sequel as soon as possible. And the next question is La Llorona, I hope I pronounced this correctly, but it's a book that will make you cry forever. And the book that I picked for this is You've Reached Sam by Dustin Thau. This book almost made me cry in every page because it's about a main character whose boyfriend died, and then somehow he's been answering her phone calls, or he's been calling him one thing or another, and this book almost made me cry throughout just because it's a character that's dealing with grief, like I was dealing with grief this year from a family member that passed away. So yeah, this book had almost that would make me cry forever. Okay, the next question is Shapeshifter, book whose cover doesn't do it justice, misunderstood by the cover. This one was a bit tricky because there's been a lot of books that don't do much for me, but I've been getting them because of the hype, or like people talking about it so much. I don't even know what cover doesn't do me justice. I can't even think of this one on top of my head either. So that's my answer. Okay, the next question is a haunted house, a book with a haunting cover? And some of the books I could think of is Halloween Party by Agatha Christie. I mean, this books give you a lot of Halloween vibes because it's a Halloween party. Lion of D by Diana Urban also gives you that creepy vibes too because it's a murder mystery. And of course, Long Live the Pumpkin Queen, because Nightmare Before Christmas is meant to be creepy. So yeah, those are the ones that I can think of that has a haunting cover. And the next question is Jack-o'-lantern, a book that gave you guidance. I honestly can't think of anything for this one just because I don't read a lot of non-fiction that would have given me guidance, or like a book that kind of inspired me in some way. So yeah, I don't have any answer to this one either. And the next question is Trick, a book that tricked you. And that wouldn't be surprising to me because Haunting Party by Agatha Christie tricks me, because I know Agatha Christie is really good at throwing your readers off on the suspects and all of that. Stepsister also has tricked me, but yeah, I've had a lot of books that tricked me this year, so these are the ones that I can think of. And the next one is Or Treat a Sweet Book, and the one that I could think of that I really enjoyed is the Bromance Book Club, or Undercover Bromance, or Bromance Book Club, because I love this series, and these books are always, like, super sweet to read, so, yeah, it's definitely, a sweet book that I can think of that I read recently that was a really sweet, read for me. And the next question is Bobbing for Apples, a messy book. I'm trying to think of what I could think of on top of my head that is considered a messy book, like things like threw me off and all that. I can't think of ones that I can think of that has been like a bit of a mess, so yeah, I don't have an answer to this one either. And the next question is Zombie, a reread. I did not read any reread any books this year, but if I had to choose the one book that I want to reread at the moment is Long Live the Pumpkin Queen by Shea Ernshaw, because I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and Jack and Sally are my favorite characters from Nightmare Before Christmas, so yeah, of course I would pick this as a reread if I had to choose a book that I want to reread at the moment. But yeah, yeah, this was definitely, I read this last year and I loved it. I read it within one day, but if I had to choose a reread, this would be my reread that I could think of for now. And the next question is Ghost, a book that you still think about. There are a lot of books that I've always think about. The one that I can think of that I've been thinking about is mostly Lying in Deep by Diana Irvin, just because I really enjoyed her books, and this is a unique story from what I've read, because it's a YA murder mystery book that takes place on a Disney, not Disney cruise, a cruise in general, and I have not read any books that takes place on a cruise, so yeah, it's definitely the one that I can think of that I still think about just because I enjoyed it so much. Okay, the next one is a little tricky, is Candy Corn, a book that everyone likes but you don't. This is really hard for me because I know that there's some books that I enjoy like everybody else, but the one that I can think of is The Cruel Prince, like specifically the sequel to it. I DNF'd it, and I know some people either love it or hate it. Those are the ones that I can think of that I didn't enjoy, but I'm trying to think of other books that I've liked that other people don't like, but I can't think of any that I haven't heard many people talk about the books that I liked and they don't like, or vice versa, so yeah, those are the ones that I can think of at the moment. And the next question is A Skull, a book with a meaningful death? There hasn't been a lot of deaths that have been meaningful, so I can't think of an answer to that one, so I'll be skipping that question. Next question is Black Cat a book you like but no one else seems to? Like, again, this is a really trick question because I know there's a lot of books that have probably have mixed reviews, like Daisy Jones and the Six. I know many people either like it or don't like it, so yeah, but I know for me, I love this book, and I've watched the adaptation of it, which I also love. I know Serpent and Dove also had mixed reviews when it first came out, and I know I'm one of the ones that like it, and some people don't like it, and which is fine. Everybody has their own reading taste, so those are the books that I can think of that I like, but some people don't, but not like me, the only one that I like and no one else does. Those are the ones that I can think of that's almost like two sides of the coin, if you know what I mean. And the next question is Moon, this year is a Blue Moon, a book you read for a character who is precious to you, a crush, or just a favorite. I know the one that I can think of that I like. I don't like the main character of this series, but I like the side characters, which is the Seafire series, Seafire trilogy. So I like the side characters more than the main character. I'm not much of a fan of the main character, but I do know that I want to finish this series, so I would wrap up a trilogy. So yeah, those are the ones that I can think of that a character that's precious to me. Also, like I mentioned, Jack and Sally, those two are precious to me because I love those two characters so much. So yeah, those two are other characters that are precious to me. And the next question is Mask, a book with a dust jacket that you like or hate, or interesting dust jacket situation. And to be honest with you, I don't like the new covers for the Seafire trilogy. The edges has people on the cover. I like the old cover better, and I don't get how people would, like, the first book comes out as a interesting cover, but then they change the cover when the sequel comes out. So that bugs the heck out of me. So yeah, these covers specifically, I'm not much of a fan of. I don't know why people will have to change the cover when the sequel comes out. So I don't get it either way, but it just happens in the book industry. But it just bugs the heck out of me. And the last question is Face Paint a book that features clowns? And of course, It from Stephen King. I would never read that. It's just too much of too big of a book, and I know that my goal is to read at least one Stephen King book in my life, because my grandmother on my dad's side, who's a big fan of Stephen King, and I promised to myself that I would try at least one Stephen King just for her behalf, and I'll never understand how she likes Stephen King, but I would never read it, and that's the one that I could think of that has clowns in it. So that's all for this book tag. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and comment down below what's your favorite thing about Halloween, because I would like to know. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Also, you can follow me on social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Goodreads, which all links will be down below for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!